I'm Renee.
And I'm Anthony, and we are the voices, healers, and channelers behind Blue Soul Earth. We connect to higher levels of consciousness to bring forth divine energies, to heal and to teach ancient wisdom.
These energies that we access from higher dimensions largely consist of the ascended masters that humanity across cultures knows really well. They are many, but they speak collectively as one voice. And for simplicity's sake, we call them our spirit team.
How we channel as a couple is very unique. The energies we channel come down through Renee's crown chakra, through her solar plexus, into my solar plexus, and then back up through my crown chakra, and it forms a three-dimensional triangle. That's used to heal and to teach.
These energies flow through us a bit like an infinity 8. The symbolism behind why and how this happens is actually pretty profound.
It's actually accessing divine feminine and divine masculine energies, weaving them together to form one energy to heal and to teach.
We will be channeling different topics in roughly 10 to 15 minute segments that will be part of our Blue Soul Wisdom series.
So if you're just starting out on your spiritual journey,
or if you'd like to access higher levels of consciousness,
or you'd like to take your healing practice to the next level,
then join us.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Anthony.
And I'm Renee. And we're here today to talk about the power of numbers, numerology, and what sacred numbers can mean in our lives and what it means when they show up. In a minute, we're going to call forth our spirit team. They're going to come through and we're going to chat about sacred numbers. Anthony is connecting to our guides now. And the reason we wanted to explore numbers is that often when we are connected or when we're paying attention and we're being present to what shows up, we see cues from the universe, if you like. They're cues and they're signs and they're symbols all around sacred geometry. And everything is sacred in the universe. And every symbol, if you like, has a meaning and has power, including numbers. Hi, guys.
It is always an honor and privilege to be in your presence, Gaia. Thank you for receiving us.
It's good to see you. We're talking about the power of numbers and sacred numbers.
Sacred numbers.
Yes, sacred numbers. I thought I would read a little bit from the Numerology Handbook by Tanya Gabrielle, starting with the master number 11, because that certainly comes up in our lives quite a bit.
111.
111 or 11 or 1111 or 111.
Weren't you born on 11/11?
I was born at 11/11.
Well, that is quite a number, isn't it? What we will tell you are these things. When you start to experience your awakening, your ascension, if you will, when you start to go into different realms, we want you to be aware of these things. Numbers or numerology. These are things that are going to indicate to you that we are around you. Look for them on your radio stations. Look for them on your phones. Look for them when you look at your microwave. Look for them when you look at your clock. Look for them when you look at your watch. 4444, 1111, 333, even 666. 666 truly is not a number of the devil, because the devil doesn't even exist. It is nothing more than a great change is coming your way, that's all.
And how does that compare to, say, magic 7s or magic 8s?
Each number has a certain frequency, if you will. These frequencies will give you ideas of where you're headed. Great books, numerology, and others that have written about numbers are important. That is why we've had you and Anthony read them for so long. Or in the beginning. Because in the beginning, we told you that we would send you numbers, and we did.
You did indeed.
You didn't believe us that we were coming through. Anthony said, show me numbers for 3 days consecutively. triple numbers, and we did, on houses, on his radio stations, on his clocks, on his computer. Even when he was looking at a bus, he would see the numbers changed 1, 1, 1.
I remember those days. It was Anthony's way to say, show me proof that you exist.
Yes. So we would show him proof, and we will show you proof as well. Start looking for numbers appearing in threes. And then get your books, your numerology, and start looking at what it signifies and how it relates to your life. Each number has its own code, its own structure. And with each structure comes another structure. You put them together and they form new codes. Do you understand?
So is it true that before we incarnate into a human body in a particular lifetime, we actually decide the date and the time that we're born? And if so, what does that correlate to?
You choose the time, you choose the day, you choose the year. What does it correlate to? Nothing really, and everything. You decide on what it is that is important for you. How do these numbers signify something to you? Because for each number there is a significance. You have to search the secrecy of these numbers, because within each number there is a code, and when they're put together they form secret codes and sacred codes.
Is that a bit like what the Masons did so secretly for so many years?
Of course, they looked for the codes within the Bible, and there were many codes within the Bible. You just have to look for them, and they're there.
The Bible code.
Yes, correct. That is correct. Each individual soul that comes into incarnation comes with a number of codes and frequencies. If you are open to it, and if you are free of mind, you will find these codes and you will search the meaning of them. In this way, you are allowing yourself to open up to spirit. And it is just one way. Numerology is only one way of many ways to open up to spirit, if you choose. But you can combine this study with other studies if you want, with gemstones if you like, with chakras if you like. For each area allows you to open up to spirit.
Alana Fairchild has a great book that combines crystals with master numbers, actually.
Yes, because crystals hold frequencies and codes, and everything comes down to numbers in the end, doesn't it?
Does it?
Zeros and ones, you might say. Yes.
Like computer programming.
Yes, but you are not a computer program.
But is it not true that all the diseases of the world are actually connected to specific numbers? That they can be programmed in such a way that you can actually get all of the codes of the different diseases in the world on a sheet of paper? We've seen it.
Yes, that is correct. But make sure you get the correct codes and sequences together. You are correct, yes. You see, there are many different paths to get to the same thing. Everything can be broken down into a code if you want. But we don't always like to deal with just numbers, because you are not just numbers, you are much more than that as well. Your DNA codes can be broken down into numbers, and numbers hold sacredness, numerology, all of it.
Tell us about the master number 33. symbolizes a person, he or she says, who embodies unconditional love. It carries all the qualities of its root number 6, yet it is even more sensitive. And then, of course, the magic number 44, because certainly 11, 33, and 44 come up with Anthony quite a bit, as well as the magic number 8 for infinity. Master number 44 is a builder and manifester of group consciousness and trusting in the order of the universe. Are these not angelic numbers as well?
All numbers are angelic because they're all sacred. It is how you combine the numbers to form certain codes that will give you the answers to what you're looking for. So you ask about 3, 3, and 4, 4. All we can tell you is this. They hold a certain frequency and resonance. And with that resonance and frequency, you will also find other codes, and you will find more answers that you're looking for. There is not one specific answer for each divination, but there are many. But we will tell you this, that each number and its sequence holds answers to who you are on this earth plane at this particular time.
As do our DNA codes.
Yes, and if you're willing to go there and to do the work and to search, you will find that these numbers are magical, and that you, as a human species and human consciousness, holds a great deal of magic as well. And with that, we will bid you goodbye.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming through.
Thank you for talking numbers with us.
We encourage you to look around at what numbers correlate and connect to you. We also encourage you to look at books that connect numbers to our historical past, such as in Egypt and even Atlantis and Lemuria and various other ancient civilizations. So our guides are leaving now, and Anthony will be back momentarily. Back to the here and now, back to the earth plane, in this present moment, on this present day, at this present time. You're back.
I am.
Thanks for joining us today to talk about numbers.
Thank you. We hope to see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.